Ah, yes, summer is quickly approaching here at St. Thomas More Parish in Hauppauge. Summer officially begins on Saturday, June 21st, and that is one day before the feast day of the patron saint of our parish, as well as being right in the middle of our upcoming 3-day annual feast weekend. But before we tell you about the feast weekend, maybe you were wondering a little bit about who St. Thomas More was and why he's the patron saint of our parish. Thomas More was born in London on February 7th, 1478. He was a very smart man and held many government positions, including Chancellor. He was knighted in 1521. Besides being a man of integrity, Thomas More was a very religious man, identifying strongly with his Catholic faith. Now at this time, Henry VIII was King of England. He wanted to divorce his wife, Catherine of Aragon, and marry his mistress, Anne Boleyn. Pope Clement VII refused to annul their marriage, so instead, King Henry broke from the Catholic Church and declared himself the supreme head of the Church of England. Thomas More did not agree with this, and in 1532, he resigned his position as Chancellor. The situation came to a head in 1534 as Thomas More refused to take an oath that said King Henry was more supreme than the Pope. He was convicted of treason a year later and paid for his beliefs with his life. He was executed on July 6, 1535. Thomas More, a martyr, was made a saint by Pope Pius XI on May 19, 1935. You might have heard of the play and the movie A Man for All Seasons, which is based on the life of St. Thomas More. St. Thomas More was chosen as the patron saint of our parish, which began in 1967, because of his strong religious convictions, his courage, and his faith. Our parish community strives to share the spirit of love in many ways, through prayer, worship, the sacraments, the teachings of the Church, and concern for others. We celebrate our patron saint and the fellowship of all our parishioners by holding a feast weekend every year, right around the time of St. Thomas More's feast day. Now, by a quirk of the calendar this year, and due to the way that feast days are decided in the Catholic Church, the Most Holy Body and Blood of Christ, or Corpus Christi, also falls on Sunday, June 22nd, and technically that supersedes St. Thomas More's Day. However, that's not stopping us from having our feasts.
So Diane, what's going on over here?
Well, we're selling sub tickets and we're selling raffle tickets for the feast weekend.
All right.
It's a $10,000 prize, first prize winner, and serve sub tickets $30 each for dinner, dancing, beer, and wine. So come on down and join us.
Yes, Diane is one of the many volunteers who has spent countless hours on the feast weekend, from planning and organizing events to selling tickets and advertising. She mentioned a couple of the many ways parishioners can participate, which was the Saturday night dinner dance and the raffle. So now let's take a closer look at the entire schedule. The weekend kicks off on Friday night the 20th at 6 p.m. with the Acoustic Cafe, presented by the St. Thomas More Youth Group. There's a $5 admission fee with fun food at a nominal cost. But just what is an Acoustic Cafe, you ask? Well, why don't we let some of the members of the youth group tell you about it?
All right, so tell me all about this Acoustic Cafe. What's it about?
Well, it's a night where some of the youth and other people who are interested in playing get to play their music, any music stylings of their choice, and we just sit down, have some fun, and listen to some great music.
Along with the music, we have some awesome food. But this is a fundraiser for the Gospel Roads programs, which is a service retreat that is a week long, and a couple of people from our youth group are planning on participating, being part of the young team, and all the proceeds, which are raised through this, are given to us if we need it.
Admission is $5, and there's going to be dinner and a bake sale, and the price of the food and also the music all goes towards Gospel Roads, and it's all ran by the youth of the Parish Youth Group.
It starts at 6:30, ends at 10:30. Hope to see you there.
On Saturday night, the 21st, immediately following the 5 p.m. Mass, Surf's Up! That's our dinner dance for those 21 and over. There will be plenty of great food, beer, and wine on hand, as well as our own DJ Lou spinning the tunes all night long. Tickets are $30 per person. On Sunday morning the 22nd, after the 8 a.m., 9:15 a.m., and 10:45 a.m. Masses, come enjoy a pancake breakfast cooked up by the hard-working members of our parish's Knights of Columbus Council. Cost is only $2 per person. Speaking of the 10:45 a.m. Mass, we'll be honoring all the graduates of our local and diocesan high schools. Come and join us in congratulating them and praying for them in their challenges ahead. Directly following the 12:15 p.m. Mass, which will be the family Mass for just this weekend, we have the raffle drawing. As Diane told us earlier, tickets are $50 each or 3 for $100. We have cash prizes for all 4 drawings. Top prize is $10,000. Second prize is $2,000. Third prize is $1,000. And the fourth prize is $500. After the raffle, it's time for a family fun day all afternoon. We've got games, refreshments at nominal cost, including Carvel ice cream, and even balloon sculptures. DJ Lou will be back, helping to run some really great games as well as supplying the music. How about we hear from DJ Lou himself, who can tell us a little more about what he'll be doing both Saturday night and Sunday afternoon.
What we'll be doing on Saturday night is having a party for all our families and parishioners that come down, and we'll be shaking up the rug, as they say. And what's going to be happening on Sunday is we're bringing down a whole bunch of game apparatus for the kids and to get the families involved and to participate in a lot of family-type activities. So it's going to be a great weekend. A lot of work, as you all know. It's always a challenge to put these things together, but it's all worth it. We like to bring people together. I love playing music and making people happy, and it's what I've been doing. Actually, that's what I've been doing for a long time at St. Thomas More, because I actually started the DJ business that I'm in right now at St. Thomas More. So it's my home, and I like what goes on. So that's.
There you have it. There's something for everyone at our feast weekend. Come on out. Meet up with old friends, make some new ones, and celebrate the spirit of St. Thomas More, the man and the parish. Get your summer started off right and join us as we continue to share the spirit of love.